Good evening and welcome. This is Star Grace, also known as Girl Goblin, and I'm streaming. That's right, it's Friday. I stuck with this schedule and I'm here. I'm just gonna have a very casual, chill, relaxed time tonight, hopefully. We're gonna do a little bit of gold making. I got some chores to finish up. I might go into the Dragonflight Alpha, but I'm honestly not really sure if I even want to. Not that it's not awesome, it is awesome, but I have so many things to do in retail still, and I'm just really enjoying my time there. So because I'm a more casual player with a very limited time frame in order to get things done, we'll just see where the night takes us. I hope everybody is doing well on this Friday. I hope it's not. I know a lot of you are dealing with heat waves right now. So I had my heat wave last week. It was 42 Celsius. Not much fun. Nope, not fun at all. So I know a lot of people are dealing with that right now, but thankfully it is back down to a very balmy 23 to 25 here. So it's not so bad. I'm on the East Coast, right on the ocean. About 5 minutes from my house is the beaches and everything. So we get a lot of the tropical hurricane storm weather coming up the coast. So it's just been a lot of rain lately, a lot of rain. And I am okay with that. Very okay with that. So I had all my characters sitting by their covenants, doing their table thing this morning, and now I need to run them back to the farms that I normally keep them at. So this very first character is my poorly geared warlock. Very neglected. I'm pretty sure I leveled her up with pet battles and then promptly forgot she existed. As sad as that is. So she actually spends most of her time camping the cataclysm names that are very rarely ever up because somebody else has them on lockdown. But every once in a while, I log her in and manage to get that timer set for myself. They spawn approximately every 3.5 to 4.5 hours. So I'm going to. She's also got PvP on, so she's in war mode to try to have a better chance at catching that. Hey, see, it's an awesome name. I do have Esoterica, yeah. That's another neglected alt. So this one is a Vulpera. She's just gonna return to camp where I have her sitting. Maybe the name will be up. That would be cool. I'm not counting on it. Like I said, I don't know who. Somebody's got it on lockdown, and I haven't. It's a 4-hour timer. So if I hung around here. Yeah, see, not up right now. So the Vulpera have this make camp and port back to camp ability that they can do once an hour, and I absolutely love it. So I have a whole lot of Vulpera alts, and they just sit out at their camps and go back to their table in the mornings or whenever I feel like doing my chores. So she's just going to camp out here because there's nothing going on. And next we're going to log back over to my rogue, who is also sitting at her table right now, but she normally sits not at the table. She is normally camping the red ray gun. So I forget what zone it is. We're gonna park her back there once I get her logged in. Yeah, I'm going for the jewel crafting recipe and the tailoring one. The monocle and the purple silk shirt, I guess it is. They're BOPs, but the items that you make from them are worth a hefty amount still. So I've been going after them for a while. I probably have 50 kills or so. It's a real bugger to try to get that named up, or any of them up. So this one's the easiest for me. I just keep her parked there and hope that whoever's got it on lockdown lets me with my piddly little kills get in there every once in a while. All right, so we'll go back to the camp with this one. Also in war mode, it's just easier for me to camp these things if I don't have to worry about quite as many players. I haven't gotten killed. I know a lot of people don't like going in war mode, but I haven't had any issues. I mean, I'm usually stealthed and I'm only here for like a couple seconds anyway, so. Hey, nice to see you, Commander Bond. I actually streamed last night too. I did an art stream last night. So this is like, last night was a bonus stream. And then I figured, you know what, let's just swallow the anxiety. Let's just get over it and just do this. So I'm a little under the weather too, so my apologies if I'm all raspy and weird sounding. I don't know if I'm coming down with something or what. I just haven't been feeling all that great, but it's nice to see you. Hey, the real Dichinny. I did not draw nutsacks or money bags. I drew mountains and sunshine and little happy bushes living with little happy things. It was not one of those streams. Thank you though. Yeah, so we didn't get the I'm not hanging out here and doing it. I just wanted to park her back here. So I've got a couple of the ray guns for sale right now. I was not drawing a bag. It's that Canadian accent. I was probably saying like, I don't know what sounds like bag. Nothing really. I did trees in the sunshine and like little happy bushes and stuff. No bags. Am I even allowed to say nutsack on stream? I'm not sure. I guess you can. I guess you can swear and stuff. I'm not really like I'm a mom 99% of the time. My kids are asleep right now, but I'm so used to watching what I say during the daytime and stuff that I have to be careful what I say. So I'm always afraid that if I let it slip at night, then I'll start, saying things during the day that I really don't want my 4 and 6-year-old repeating after me. So what should we do then? I didn't plan this out. I didn't actually like figure what I was gonna do. Cause why would I? Let's do some Sunwell Plateau runs real quick. Let's see if we can't get anything. I agree, except that my 6-year-old has autism, and so he would just take the word and run with it. Like, it would become the only word he would use for the next 3 months. Once he focuses on something, it's something he doesn't let go of it. So for now, at least, I am still very cautious about the words I use and how overused they are and whatnot. And then, of course, because my 4-year-old likes to idolize her brother, whatever he's doing, she wants to do too. And then my whole entire house will just be filled with F words and swearing and cursing. And my husband will come home from work and think, "What are you doing? No more streaming." No, that's not true. He's very, very supportive. All right, so we're gonna go run a couple of Sunwell Plateaus because I am completely unprepared. And it's easy and relaxing, and I can always use more crap to put on the auction house. Speaking of the auction house, whoa, right? Like, the merge is coming on Tuesday. What do you guys think of that? That's, I mean, we knew it was coming, but, like, I thought we'd have a little bit more time to prepare for it. Well, sort of, okay. As soon as someone saw the number go up, like the patch thing that shows they have a live one coming, I kind of figured. Yeah, so it is. Hey, Barbara, nice to see you. So yeah, it's coming Tuesday. They'll do the commodity merge then. I was surprised. I knew it was coming, but I was kind of hoping it would come a little bit later. Bad. You know what? I'm not really one to say like, oh yes, this is bad. Like, a definite answer like that. I'm more of a we're gonna wait and see. For my server personally, I don't have high hopes because I play on 2 low pop servers. Like I'm on Winterhoof right now. It's a low pop. I think there's less than 15k active players here. So the prices on my server for commodities are super high, and that bodes very well for me as a seller, but not as a buyer, obviously. So when the merge happens, the commodities here I expect are going to go down a lot. And that's not going to be good for me. But I don't do a lot of sales with commodities. It's not really what I focus any of my time on. I don't enjoy farming or anything like that. So on the upside, I'll be able to buy those items cheaper than I would in the past. But so will everybody else, right? So, oh, hey, -0. Nice to see you. Welcome to chat. Yes, exactly. That's the other thing, Ginny. The bugs, right? Like, do you remember, was it at the end of BFA or the start of BFA when things were missing from the mailbox for like hours and hours because they just couldn't handle the mass amount with the changes that they had done to the back end and whatnot. They were unprepared for it, and it took a couple of weeks for them to get everybody's mail back, and items were going missing and gold was going missing, and that was awful. So I'm expecting something like that. I mean, so they're resetting the market. They're going to have everybody pull everything off of the auction house before they take it down. Exactly. Yes, that was one of the reasons why. So they've given people, they're going to send out notice that says like, oh, the auction's coming down in 48 hours, and have people prepare, because we're all good at preparing, right? No, we're not. We're not good at that. You can flash it in big, bright, bold letters and nobody's going to pay attention. We don't do that. Yeah, so it'll just be interesting. I think it'll just be an interesting time. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think there's definitely going to be some players who hone in on that. And am I carrying my speed gear with me? Probably not. No. All right. So I think there's going to be some players who are able to take advantage of the system as it comes back up. There's already talk about like being able to mass buy some. Wait, am I even in the right spec? No, I am not. Okay. Well, we're not doing this in restoration. Exactly. Having mats available on the low pop is going to be super nice. The only thing I'm concerned about is that everybody else on that low pop will also have access to theirs lower cost too, and maybe they'll start wanting to craft more, and maybe there'll be more competition. And not a bad thing. Just, the less people who are doing the same thing as me, the better. No, I'm not doing it in resto. It's a swipe, swipe, swipe. All I'm doing is a swipe, swipe. Yeah, so it's going to be good that there's, there we go. It's going to be good that there's cheaper components, but, I want the cheap components for myself and nobody else. So we'll see. I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. I think it's going to just be a wait and see, and then there's so much that can go wrong, and there's a lot that can go right. We'll just yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic. I sell a lot of mogs on my server, so I sell a lot of mogs. I sell a good amount of mage tower items. The strange groups are still doing really well for me. And then this week I went to High Gel, which is, I mean, I consider it a high pop, but Blizzard, or sorry, I consider it like a medium pop. Hey, Winky Face, nice to see you. Yeah, so I consider it a medium pop, but Blizzard considers it a high pop. I went and bought a whole bunch of 304 or 302 or whatever that eye level is there, and 291 gear, and I brought it over to my low pop, and I made a couple of million off of that this week, so that was super nice. It's stuff is selling. It's just knowing what to sell is really, it's not always my forte. It takes me a long time, which is why I'm so reluctant to change servers or anything like that. Like, I would love to do more raiding, or you know, make some friends and play on the same time zone as people and whatnot. But I'm so comfortable making gold where I'm playing right now. That might change. We'll see. We'll see. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, I was confident that they would sell. I bought them for like not even 100K. Some of the pieces were going for, and I sold them for 450. So, you know, you sell 2 of them and you make back your cash real simple. If you know your server and you can feel confident about that, you know, that's apparently that's how the big boys do it. I don't consider myself a big player like that. I usually take small little risks, but every once in a while I do the big ones. Yeah, exactly. Having all your alts and stuff in one location. Like, I have 12 level 60s here that I play on a pretty frequent basis. I really enjoy them a lot. And I have all my crafters and recipes and stuff like that too. So yeah, I totally understand that -0. I totally get that. But yeah, I have all my horde here. And then I have all my alliance on another server, and then I have like 5 accounts too, but I'm slowly weaning them out because I don't really know if I want to keep all of them active because I'm not multi-boxing as much. And then Blizzard is going to be changing how follow works with multi-boxing also, so it's just more of an incentive for me to just sort of like whittle down the herd, so to speak. We'll see, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not wearing my speed set, so my character is really slow right now. I actually, I wanted her to raid, so I geared her up. So right now, so the change with follow, right now you can use an add-on or like a weak aura, and you can make it as long as you and your, like, I'll call them minions. So if your leader and your minions have the same weak aura or add-on, there's a couple add-ons that do it, you can issue a command with your leader and it will tell your minions to follow you. So Blizzard is going to change that in the API. It's part of the, like, it's legit. It's not abusing the system or anything. It's part of Blizzard's API. They allow it to happen. It's nothing that's rule breaking or anything. So when I have my my guys in a dungeon, I can hit a macro button on my leader and all my minions will follow the leader. So Blizzard's going to change the API to not allow that anymore, and I don't have anything against that. That's fine. They're going to just make it so that the minion needs to hit the macro to follow instead of the leader doing it, which makes sense to me. There are some people who have brought up accessibility issues. So if you're in a raid and you have some color disabilities, sometimes, what I've heard at least, I haven't experienced this myself, but like colorblind people will have a leader tell them to follow during the raid, so that they can stay out of whatever mess it is that they're supposed to stay out of. Now, my issue with saying that that's an accessibility issue is that, you know, the raid person should still be able to at least hit the command for themselves to follow. They shouldn't need somebody else to hit that command for them if they're in a raid. Like, otherwise, why are you in a raid? Because if your vision is so bad that you can't hit buttons up, not your vision, but if your accessibility issues are so difficult that you can't hit combat buttons, for example, then I don't know. I just find it hard to see it from an accessibility standpoint. But that was what somebody brought up. So, well, actually, a lot of the bots don't use external programs for follow. They use, like, I use a program that lets me follow. And again, it's through Blizzard's API. It's not Man, I'm getting like nothing. Why am I... Nothing has dropped. 700 gold? Seriously? I don't know if it'll have an effect on botting. It's not for botting. That's not what they're trying to stop. They're trying to stop boosting with like bots. So boosting, for example, dude can pay for a boost, go completely AFK, does not need to be at the keyboard, and then the leader of who's running the dungeons and stuff can just hit their command and get the dude to get the bot, or not the bot, but the minion to follow them, right? So it's to slow down boosting. They really want to crack down on boosting for Wrath and Classic. It's for boosting, yeah, not for botting. They want people to actively be at their keyboards. Because I guess how it is now, like you can, you go to a shady website 101 and pay for somebody to level up your character for you, and you don't have to be there for that. They can just continuously do it over again, and they can tell your minion to follow them. But I don't feel like it's solving the issue. If there are issues with boosting, then put in more mechanics where you have to do damage to the mob in order to get experience, etc. I don't know that changing this API thing is gonna solve it. But I don't know. We'll see. That's I think it's, Blizzard is really good at like making solutions that aren't solutions, but they're easy and it makes it look like they're doing something. I think it's one of those type of situations where this is something that they can easily add and they don't have to do too much because it's just adjusting the API. It's mostly for like dungeon stuff where like a leader can basically control the entire dungeon through their side of things, right? Especially if they're the leader, like they can end the dungeon, re-queue for the dungeon, I assume. I don't know if a weak aura will automatically accept a new 2k. That's nothing. I don't know if a weak aura or something can automatically accept a dungeon queue when it goes through. Actually, I think multi-boxing programs can do that too, is auto-accept for you when that window pops up. Anyway, yeah, that's, it doesn't really affect me too much. Like, you just have to mouse over to your box windows and hit another macro on the box instead of hitting it on your leader. Which is fine, it's not a big deal. So, did you guys, I guess... if you didn't know that the auction house merge is taking place next week, did you know that they're re-adding the mobile auction house? Yeah, that's right. They've decided it's coming back. You won't be able to post from it. Like, you won't be able to post things from your inventory to it. I don't know if everybody remembers why you won't be able to do that. There was some massive duping going on when they allowed that last time. So you won't be able to do that. But you will be able to, catch deals if you see them, and check what's for sale and that sort of thing. It's not pointless. I don't know. I think somebody said that it was intended for raiders to be able to, pick up potions before the raid on their phone. I don't know. I'm not a raider, so is that like a legit thing? Do you guys need to go to your phone real quick and buy some potions? Is that how it works? I don't know. That was the thing someone told me. So I'm not sure. Okay, so if that's a thing, then, kudos to them and all that coding of spaghetti code to try to make that work. Yeah, I guess if you're upstairs cooking dinner right before raid and you really gotta grab your shit before you go, then you just summon a mailbox. Yeah, I guess. Like I said, I'm not, I don't raid myself, so I don't know how dire it is to be able to grab those supplies. I mean... I don't know. It's also just kind of fun just to browse. I mean, if you're out in the world, like real life, I hear people do that sometimes. You just want to see what's for sale. I don't know. I don't see it being a big thing that I personally use. I'm usually around in one form or another. And I don't do a lot of auction house shopping. Right, exactly. They have to be able to remember to use it. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it's more... I think all of these changes are going to appeal to the casual player. They're going to appeal to people who find using and being invested in these systems difficult. So I think it's good for average Joe, and it looks neat having your auction house on a mobile thing. I don't know. It's not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll just try it once because it's kind of cool looking and. That's right. They are awesome things they can do. I mean, I might use it if I have like a shopping list of things I want to be on the lookout for. If you can integrate it with like the Undermine Journal notices and TSM and stuff, if you can be made aware when stuff comes up and then just go onto the mobile app to purchase it and not have to go in game, I mean, that'll be pretty cool. Especially if you're doing snipes. I know there's out-of-game APIs that people are using for snipes. So they'll be able to use out-of-game APIs and snipe from their phone. If the UI isn't clunky and annoying to try to maneuver through, because I know that's a thing too. Like, how many people are actually doing their covenant tables on the mobile device? I think probably none of us are doing that. Because it's clunky and annoying, and I wouldn't be able to have TLDR on it and all the add-ons I love. So their mobile situation is not something I am a huge fan of to begin with. Everything seems kind of like a hit and a miss. Wow, the gold is horrendous tonight, guys. Horrendous. We've done like 5 runs and made 3K. That is awful, horrible, really bad. I normally run through here and have like at least 250k. This is an awful, awful, awful RNG tonight. I don't even know if I've ever seen it this bad. I did 100 runs of this zone, and I know it's worth it. GPH, like gold per hour. I know it's worth it. But this run is awful. Yeah, exactly. The mission table, the app is just bad, real bad. I used to use it when Shadowlands came out. I used it for the older stuff so that I didn't have to go visit the older stuff. But there's just no way I would use it for Shadowlands. Just no way. I don't even like the default UI in Shadowlands for the table in game. It's awful. I have Venture Plan. You can't see your level or anything. Like, why do they keep that hidden? That's ridiculous. You can't see what level your little... Wait, did I reset this? I think I did. I'm not sure now. Yeah, I did. Okay. Whew. But yeah, they don't. It frustrates me. that mission table is just very frustrating. Really, 200 gold. Oof. Either prices on my server have plummeted or. Yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with that mission table. I don't like to min-max, and I have 23 alts doing it right now. It's not nearly the number that, what's his name has there, 134 alt person. Hey, Persephone, aren't you streaming right now, hon? I saw you, I was watching you before I came on. Aren't you streaming, or are you still not able to get into game? I saw you giving heck to the help. And I was hoping it got sorted for you. But I saw you doing I was watching you do the oh, okay. I was watching you do the pet battle. Awesomeness. I'm not good with time zones, so I think I'm ahead of you a couple of hours. $22 alts is a lot. Doing tables. Do you just check your tables once a day, or are you checking them multiple times a day? Like, do you do it every 4 hours? Okay, so I'm 2 hours ahead of you. Okay, so you're central then, because I'm Atlantic apparently. So story time. I've been saying that I'm streaming at whatever time Eastern, and it turns out I don't live Eastern. I live Atlantic time zone. Ooh, oh yay! Look at that pattern. We finally got something good. Anyway, yeah, so I've been telling my time zone wrong the whole time because I didn't know that Atlantic actually has its own time zone. So yeah, I learned that new. That's how I am with my table too. Sometimes I am more diligent than other days. It really depends on how much time I have. Yeah, if I were any farther east, I'd be like in the ocean. I'm right on the ocean on the East Coast. So I'm in Nova Scotia. All right, well, we got one pattern at least. Yay. Oh, yeah, see, you should have told me that, Commander Bond. Oops, I interrupted myself because I had no idea. I kept saying like, oh yeah, I'm streaming at 8 o'clock Eastern, except it wouldn't be 8 o'clock Eastern. It would be 7 o'clock Eastern. Or 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock my time is 8 o'clock Eastern, so I finally figured that out myself. 3 times a day that's pretty good for tables. I do it in the morning. I try to get up before my kids get up, so I usually do them at 6:30 in the morning, and then sometimes at lunch if I'm able to, and then I try to do them just before bed in the evening. But yeah, exactly, when you have 20 plus, I have no idea how Zan is doing it with 134 alts. I think he's crazy. I think it's awesome. I think I'm insanely jealous of that many alts. But I would not be able to do that. It's just, yeah, that's beyond me. Canadian Eastern is different. No, just me. It's just me. Yeah, no, it's just my own little personal time zone. Oh, that's not so bad. He's multi-boxing 5, I think. I don't know how he's got it set up for doing the actual tables. I haven't caught one of those streams yet. I've just watched him leveling his teams up. I suppose if I were to turn off my add-ons, it wouldn't be such a big deal. I feel like, especially TSM lately, it's like a good minute to load into anything these days. And I need to get rid of all the things because that thing just lags me out. It's really bad. I mean, it's awesome, but it's bad. Zoom, zoom. Come on. I want the sword recipe from here. Well, from anything BC, but this is an easier place to farm at least. I had add-on control panel and I don't know if I was sick or what. It was over my head. I just couldn't understand what I was doing. It wasn't setting up the way I expected it to. So I need to give it another go. Yeah, exactly. Make add-on sets and then swap them depending on what you're doing. That's exactly what I need to do. Because most of the time I don't need half the stuff I actually have. That makes sense. I'll make that on. I'll put it on my my list of things to do that I'll never actually get around to. Seriously, this is a really bad run. We've only had 2 noteworthy items. That's awful. Yeah, Newfoundland is half an hour ahead of me, which is hilarious because Newfoundland time zone is half an hour ahead of me. But Newfoundland, like the province, is like a 15-minute car drive from me. I hope I have D-Junk set up right. Last time I accidentally sold a whole bunch of stuff I didn't want to sell. I don't mind time zones, but I am used to just doing West Coast. And yeah, see, I just sold a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't want to sell. Wait, did I? No, these are soulbound. That's okay. Well, except I was probably using that for my actual weapon. That's okay. Time zones are a pain, but let me tell you, I moved here from Saskatchewan, and they don't change time zone. Like, they don't do DST and all that stuff. They don't do the move ahead, move behind an hour, but the rest of the world pretty much, I know there's exceptions, does. So you still need to know what time zone you are in reference to everybody else. So if the whole entire world would just get rid of daylight savings, that would be like chef kiss. That would be amazing. But because this one province in Canada doesn't, I still always needed to know where I was. Oh, I didn't know India is on a 30-minute different time zone too. That's interesting. Also weird. Yeah, it's a little weird. At least now I won't forget that I'm Atlantic time zone and not Eastern after all. Like, my brother lives in Ontario, so he's Eastern, and I didn't realize that I'm actually an hour ahead of him. Oh well. Oh, I'm not gonna blame anybody. 15 minutes? That would be weird. I don't even know how you would remember that. Hey, Smeezes, nice to see you. How are you doing tonight? You made it. Yay! Lots of people around. It's nice to see. Big old smile on my face while I do this really bad gold run for nothing. Nothing's dropping. Yeah, I know. I took a little bit of a break. I was having some issues with my anxiety for a couple of weeks there. It was I just wasn't like, I love streaming and I really wanted to do it, but I just didn't have the spoons for it. So I took a little bit of a break, and then decided a couple of days ago, I just decided, you know what, F it, I want to do it, we're gonna do it. And yeah, here I am doing it. 2 days in a row. I streamed last night too. I did art stream last night. I'll see if I can stick to some sort of a schedule. I used to stream 3 years ago. Wait, 3 years ago, 6 years ago, before my kid was born. I used to stream, and then, you know, had kids, and that took a back seat. And then I kept telling myself, oh, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna get back to it, and it just sort of never happened. So I'm determined. It's sort of like self-care for me. I'm determined to do it because I enjoy it. Seriously, nothing. We're almost done our 10, and one item that I'll probably end up selling has dropped so far. The loot does not like me tonight. Not at all. I'm watching the Econ Discord as they plot and plan what they're going to do to take advantage of the auction house merge. And it's funny because somebody will say like, oh, I'm gonna buy up all the ore, all of this specific type of ore, and I'm gonna try and flip it. And then on my vendor, or not my vendor, on my auction house character, I'll see that somebody's buying all that ore. I mean, kudos to them. I hope it goes well. I hope they sell it for what they want. Me, I'm more of a let's wait and see. I don't massively stock up anything, just in case it doesn't pan out the way. There's one exception to that rule. I did stock up on the Essentias or whatever there. Oh goodness, 5 ads. I'm so sorry. Let's type that out because I know you can't hear it. I don't know how ads in Twitch work. I haven't played around with any of it yet. I don't know how to, if I can control it or anything like that. I have no idea. So I just let it do its thing. Yeah, I don't typically stockpile or anything like that until afterwards, and then I just try to get in early while there's still time. Oh, that's interesting. You can still hear people even if they play? Normally I get the like 7 ads in a row right as I enter a stream when I'm trying to listen and see what they're up to see if it's something I want to stick around for. And I think 7 is just way too many. Like why is there 7 ads playing? That's so many. They're very inconvenient. And let me tell you, the whole like $3 that Twitch has offered so far for you guys watching ads, it's I don't know. I don't know that it's worth it, folks. $3. Probably, yeah. That makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, I don't blame streamers at all. I'm definitely not saying that I blame the streamers. I definitely think that they should be entitled. I think they should be getting a lot more than what the 60 or whatever percentage people get for being affiliate and partner. I know there's 2 different amounts. I'd like to see streamers get way more than what Twitch is offering, which is why I prefer to donate through like a direct link instead. At least then I know they're getting a larger portion of that cash. So I definitely don't blame the streamers. I definitely do blame Twitch for taking advantage of the entertainment that other people are providing. But that's another story. Exactly. Yes, exactly. You shouldn't have to have Turbo since you've already got Prime. Exactly. Like, that's exactly how I feel too. I have feelings on it. Yeah, I have feelings. All right, in we go again. Ow. I have a new watch and it's so large. I'm just not used to it. Yeah, I'm probably just doing another hour tonight, like a 1 hour stream like usual. I'm still working up to the longer ones, but usually by the end of the night I'm pretty pooped. So for now I'm still just doing from what, my time, 9 to 10, whatever that is in your time zone. But I am definitely going to try and stick to like a Friday, Monday, Wednesday, and then interspersed. The art streams are usually a little bit longer because they take me like 1 to 2 hours to do. But I mean, obviously it's not usually World of Warcraft then. 1:44 a.m. Who needs sleep? Who needs sleep? Exactly. I figure as I get into the habit and get more comfortable with it, like I am so nervous right now. I'm just, I'm drenched in sweat, and I'm always trying to find my words. It's also like, so I have multiple sclerosis and it affects my cognitive abilities a lot. So talking is difficult for me. Ooh, got a pattern, but it's not a good one. Anyway, so cognitive abilities are stressful for me, and the more stressed I get, the harder it gets, and I flub my words. I flub my words a lot, but I'm hoping with practice that it won't be quite as stressful. Oh, you got yourself a portable AC unit. Those things are lifesavers. I have one too now. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how anybody these days can not have AC. Everywhere seems to be getting hit with the heat, right? The summer has been brutal. It's 42 Celsius. Like, what the heck is up with that? Oh, Dairy Queen. I want Dairy Queen. I'll take a Blizzard. I love the Reese's Pieces ones. And then they had like a crunch cone with caramel. Oh goodness, it was so good. I love Dairy Queen. I'm like honing in on your conversation here. I'm sorry, you're not. I know you're talking to each other. Yes, the drumstick. That's it. I forgot the word for it. The drumstick Blizzards with caramel. Oh goodness, it's so good. It's like eating cereal, honestly. Cereal with ice cream. Our restaurants and stuff shut down here too last week when it was 43. It was insane. It should never be that warm here. Our polar bears are gonna melt. $380 raw gold. Okay, I'm skipping this song because I don't like it. That's better. All right, take care. It was nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I'll probably see you on Twitter for sure. Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Goodness. I have a love-hate relationship with that cereal. I haven't had any in a while because the box would just be obliterated in like an hour. And my daughter really likes it too, so I have to like hide it in the back behind stuff that she won't eat, you know, like potatoes. Put a sack of potatoes in front of it. Do I get to do one more, or is it going to kick me out? I think this is the last run. Oh, just about messed that up. This is the last run before I won't be able to do any more. Which bodes well, because I've got about 9... Well, I'm not timing it exactly. Nothing's going to kick me off in 9 minutes. But I figured I would stream till about 10 my time tonight. And I am going to do Dragonflight on Monday for sure. I have not checked out the crafting yet. I have done the character creation. And I've got a couple of characters over there. But I haven't done anything with the crafting. Moomix, it is late for you. Why are you awake? Are you in Vancouver now? Is that the only excuse I can think of for you to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning almost? I do have internet. Yeah, I know you don't sleep. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. Week and a half, okay. I'll warn the Canadians down at that end to evacuate before you show up. I keep forgetting it's Friday for most people, like real weekend. It's not weekend for me yet. There's 3 more days until it's weekend at my house. So, oh, they better evacuate. Yeah. Moo Mix is coming. Moo Mix is coming. I just see people running through the streets in fear. They're not going after your autograph or anything. It is so nice to have internet. I don't even have words. I lived for 3 years with 5 megabyte internet and it sucked. And like 0.05 upload. Now I can just play whatever game I want whenever I want. I don't have to wait a week for it to download. It's magical. It's very nice not to be in the frozen north, sitting on Santa's lap north anymore. I mean, to be honest, being up there is what got us posted here, so I'm thankful in a very small, tiny little way, but nah, I don't miss it. Don't miss it at all. This place is like paradise. Alright, that is 10 runs. We got nothing. 1 recipe, which was over 100k. Otherwise, we would have been at like 9k. Yeah, you need to get your work to send you to the East Coast. Like, do they have like an office in Halifax or something? Get them to send you to Halifax. I can walk there. Well, I can't walk there, but that's super close to me. Or Montreal. I could do Montreal. Get them to send you to Montreal. Well, you and the family will just have to come sometime then. It's nice. There's beaches. Just don't go in the winter, which is like, 9 months of the year. Hey, well, you know more about it than I do. They have a lot of video game companies in Montreal. A lot. It's very popular. There's actually a lot of sharks here. We have shark warnings right now. So I'm used to bear warnings, but here there's shark warnings. And blue-green algae. Apparently that's a really big thing. After a rain, you're not allowed to go to the beach because there's blue-green algae. The taxes here are actually atrocious. It's 15%, which is way more than the other place I lived. I think I'm going to shuffle this off to my vendor, but I can't remember what her name is. Let me see here. I have a graph. Of course I do. I have a chart with all their names, so I can try to remember who I have here. Oh. Well, that's silly. It's Girl Goblin. Yeah, income tax. Not income tax. All tax, like PST, HST. I guess if you're not Canadian, you don't know what those are. There's tax on everything. I don't know what the Americans... Do Americans pay taxes like when you go to the store and buy groceries? Is that a thing? I'm sorry, that sounds like a really weird question. No. Not Urgent on. Is this character on? Oh, I guess I need to friend her. I didn't spell it right. There we go. Sales tax. Yes. Okay. So we have 15% sales tax on everything. Yeah, I'm doing this the slow way and not like the automated way with mail, which is what I should be doing. I don't know what VAT is. Value added tax. I don't know what it, so what that doesn't do me any good, guys. You gotta explain a little more than that. What does that mean? What is value added tax? Is it a tax you pay on like houses or like, is it like a sales tax? What is it? Okay, it's a bit like a sales tax. Okay. You gotta help a girl out here. You can't just say, yeah, it's a value added tax. That doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, that makes more sense. I see. Yeah, so that's like ours is a 15%. And I know a lot of people don't like that, but like that's what pays for universal health care. Which I'm a big fan of. I'm sorry, any American viewers. Right. Ours is different too. Like usually on books they have half the tax, not the full tax. And on some food, like essentials like bread and milk, they also don't add that extra 15%. And then on some items like cigarettes, they have it much higher. So yeah, it sounds very similar to our tax that we have, but it varies from province to province. Like Alberta, they don't have tax at all, which is crazy to me. Here I am paying an extra 15% on every single item, and then the people in Alberta are not paying anything. I don't know if that means their cost of living is a little bit higher. I'm not sure how it works out or balances out, but yeah, I had no idea that they have no tax over there. So if you're looking for a province to move to in Canada, go to Alberta. No, don't go to Alberta. I'm not even sure what the tax on our house was. I let my husband deal with all that. I know there's tax on it. We also had to pay like a property transfer fee, and that was $5,000. Or a deed transfer fee, that's what it was, to put the deed in our name instead of whoever used to own it. But the money from that, at least, it goes to the town that we live in, and they use it for road repair, apparently. Alright, well, I am falling asleep at the keyboard here, folks, so I'm going to call it for now, and I will be back on Monday. We will be doing Dragonflight crafting, maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll be doing something in Dragonflight. Exactly. I don't, like, I never really minded paying the taxes, because we have really good, not really good, it's not without fault, it's not perfect, right? But we have universal healthcare, we have libraries, like we have services and stuff. Second-hand houses. Oh, that's weird. All right, I'm gonna go before I fall asleep at the keyboard. I will be back on Monday. Everybody stay safe, stay cool. If it's really warm where you are, try to get into that AC. Take care, and I will see you guys another time. Bye-bye.